Hi, I'm Lissa Friedman. I'm the founder of the Embodiment Tradition um, and the founder of the Enneagram School of Awakening. Today I'm going to be talking about the pattern of four. So, first, I'm going to talk a little bit in general about four, and then I'll talk about the energetic quality and demonstrate it. I'll also be talking a little bit about some patterns that misidentify as fours, and then how a person might begin to find freedom from that patterning. Okay, so four is a heart point. Like all the other heart points, it receives information about the world through the emotions that they feel in their heart. They're very drawn to their own emotional responses to things, like it's a magnet inside that draws them to it. And they have relatively no filter for the emotions that people are having outside of them. So that those emotions go right in as if it's theirs. That's why we think of a lot of fours as being empaths, because they really do pick up on the emotions outside of them and feel them as if they're their own. So there are some types that, because they are emotional people, tend to believe that they might be fours. And it's a big misunderstanding, I think, in the Enneagram anyway, because we all have a head, we think, we all have a heart, and we all have a body. So we could identify with any type, and technically we have all types inside of ourselves. So people that tend to be more emotional sometimes think that they are fours when they really might be some head type or some body type. So the types that have this tendency would be nines, because they have a heartful and they can get emotional. They have a heartful quality. Twos, twos go to four, so yeah, they could think that they're fours. Their energy is different than a four, though, as you'll see as I go. Sixes also think that they're fours. They can be very internally emotional. You have no idea how many times I've heard sixes say that they feel like they are internally fours and maybe externally sixes. But really, they don't have the energetic quality of a four. That's why I think it's so important to learn the energetics, because you'll be able to identify the difference in patterns much more readily, and it'll give you quite a bit of compassion for them. So let me start embodying. What do I do when I embody? That's what I was thinking about lately to share with you. So it always begins with a breath, because I'm letting go of my pattern. I'm letting go of my personality, of anything that I might hold and identify with as me. And already my voice has dropped deeper. When this emptiness is there, then this other pattern, my intention is going to allowing the pattern of four to come in. So good. Okay, as a four, I feel emotionally in my heart. This emotional feeling is nearly always present. I might sigh, I might speak a little more breathy. And the energy is deep inside, a bit heavy, weighted. The emotions are strong. I feel things deeply with strength. So my voice has a sadness, a watery sadness. Even when I'm telling you about something happy, like the enjoyment I had earlier today visiting with some friends, made me very happy. But still, there's a sadness in my voice. I carry that weight. There's a story to it, that I've had a tragic past. And even if I don't tell you about it, it's in my body. Okay, so how do we begin to release this pattern? If we can feel it, we can feel like, well, what would I do to release it? So I'm going to go back in again, one more time. So let's come back in. Okay, so as I embody and I feel emotion deeply, I'm withdrawing. I'm withdrawing deep inside myself. I feel separate from everything out here, kind of alone with my emotions. I want to join, I'm not sure how. So the first thing would be to allow this energy to come forward a little bit. I don't have to come outward like the outward moving energies, but forward more, and allowing my attention to come out into what I'm seeing, out into the world more, out into my environment more instead of being drawn in. I'm not saying that fours always like are looking in, but their energy is looking in. So letting the energy look out. Already my voice is higher. I feel a little lighter. The weight is lifted off me. So that's just a taste of it. There's, of course, more work to it. Of course, and I should say, there doesn't have to be. Sometimes people come out of their pattern and they are out. And that doesn't mean that we don't have the flavoring. We always have the essential nature, which shines through. So it's peeling away everything that is not essential, necessary, immediate. So when that's peeled away, radiance. This pattern is radiant, loving radiance. So once we do that, we uncover that essential nature. If you know people with this pattern, you know that often you see their radiance when it's seemingly covered over with all this emotional stuff. Still, it shines through. Isn't that lovely? So, thank you for joining me. And today I talked about the four pattern, just some general qualities of four, patterns that look like four. I embodied it and helped show you how you might release it. So thank you for tuning in, and I will see you soon. Bye.